Consistency is the one thing that every content creator talks about. But what does it really mean to be consistent every single day? Well, for 25 days straight, I pushed myself to post content and it was an absolute game changer. In this video, I am sharing with you how being consistent gave me nearly 100 subscribers in 25 days, which was unheard of, being that I had such slow growth prior to this. So if you are a new creator, an aspiring creator, or a growing creator, then this is for you. I'm going to start with my very first lesson. I finally decided to show up for myself. Why was this important? Because I decided that I was going to say yes to myself and say no to excuses and procrastination. Prior to December 1st, I already had started this channel. And way back I say way back, we're in 2025, let's relax. But in 2023, I had launched this channel officially, I would say around November. And I had posted my first video. It went fine, but I was not consistent throughout the entire year of 2024 posting. And the intention was, and I said the intention was to post consistently at least once a week. And I did not do that. Come the end of November, I am part of a group. And in that group, I had mentioned how I was actually getting this desk set up so I can finally feel focused and this, that, and the other. The coach called me out, pretty much told me, like, you're just making excuses for yourself. Long story short, it really was kind of like, like she is calling me out. And I hear that. And I had to make a decision literally that day, because it was December 1st, actually. Yes, it was Sunday, December 1st. I had to make a decision. Am I going to do this or am I not going to do it? That same day, I don't know why I'm snapping, but that same day, I just decided to put up a video. And I had filmed throughout the year. Let's be clear. I had filmed throughout the year a bunch of content that was never released. So I had to make a decision that, you know what? I'm just going to post whatever it is that I'm going to post, and it's just going to go out. And however it is, without being super perfect, without trying to over edit, without everything else in between, I am going to post. And I did. And for 25 days straight after that, I posted because I decided that I was going to show up for myself. My lesson number 2, we're talking about 25 days straight, but push yourself even when you do not want to. That was huge for me, because while I spent the entire year making excuses of why I wasn't putting up content, I already made this commitment to myself that I was going to post every single day. And I remember there was this one day that I was just like, oh my God, I just don't want to. Like, this is a lot. And I still did it because I had already committed to doing this every single day. And what I started to learn is that not only was I showing up for myself, but now people were counting on me to show up. So with pushing myself and showing up even when I didn't want to, that taught me discipline. And that was huge, because that taught me that if I can push through this, then I am going to be able to push through anything. Discipline is important in every single part of life. But when you are a content creator and you need to show up, discipline is going to be one of those things that no matter what, you are just going to get through it and you're going to post, which is kind of hand in hand with the next lesson of keeping commitments. Not only are you showing up for yourself, you are pushing yourself, but you've already committed to show up for yourself every single day. And what you start to learn is that that commitment to yourself is possibly more important than anything else, because if you can't show up for yourself, how do you show up for others? So that was another thing that I feel like I kind of learned. And it was such a great lesson to learn for myself, because I, again, huge procrastinator, would make every excuse under the book to not show up. Another thing that I learned, which I thought was really cool, and I guess like this is something that you don't learn unless you're in it. Like, you have to be in it to be able to learn what works, what doesn't work, but to be able to pivot my content, right? This video is an example of pivoting my content, because this video was supposed to be filmed like over 3 to 4 weeks ago, because I wanted to do this as what I learned being consistent through Vlogmas. The content is still there because I did learn about consistency Well, now I'm not posting the video about what I learned during Vlogmas because it's not relevant anymore. But what is relevant is that I was still consistent. So I had to pivot the content in order for me to still be able to produce it. And with that being said, everything is content, guys. Legitimately, everything is content. Every day, you are either fixing yourself up, you are cleaning your home, you are cooking, you are doing day to day things, which everybody can relate to. Even if you're doing it, it's not like you necessarily have to speak to that content. There were videos that I posted of cleaning. I wasn't specifically talking about the cleaning. You can record what you're doing with your kids. You can record what you're doing at home. You can record what you're doing in your day-to-day life, and everything is literally content. So, it just sounds cliche because I know a lot of content creators say it, but it's really true. Like, this is like tried and true from someone who has done it so far, and it's working for me. So everything is content, guys. Just start recording, bring your camera everywhere you go. And by camera, I mean iPhone, because that's what I'm using right now. I'm using my iPhone. I bring it everywhere I go. I have a couple of tripods that I have around the house now for different angles, or one with the light, one without the light. Use what you have, guys. Don't go crazy. The other thing that I've learned is that I didn't want to niche down. I have many different interests. I initially started this channel like way back when, and it was supposed to be beauty based. That was everything that I wanted to talk about. Throughout the years, I realized that that really wasn't my main focus, because I am more than just beauty. I am a mother. I am a sister. I am a friend. I am a titi. I am more than anything else a woman of God. Why am I not showing that to the world, right? So I am a wife also. Hello. Just in case you guys thought I'm not single. I'm not single. But all of those things are just part of who I am. And what I learned is that there are multiple things that I am passionate about. I'm not just passionate about beauty. I am passionate about my faith, my walk with Christ. I am passionate about cleaning and all things pink, as you can see if you've been following me. I am passionate about my family. I am passionate about lifestyle, like organizing, cleaning, all of those things. So why am I going to limit my content to just one thing? I am also interested in business, in entrepreneurship, and it's not my biggest focus on this channel. It is what I really want to start talking about. I find myself a little bit more shy when it comes to that, even though I have so many different ideas. I don't know why I'm shy about it, but it is another passion of mine. So, that's something that I do sprinkle in here and there, and it will be more constant. But right now, like, I talk about what I'm comfortable talking about. A lot of like content creators do multiple things. And what I learned is that as you start to like put out your content, you're going to know what your audience gravitates to. I started to like really pick up on that, which also helped me really kind of study my analytics and what people like, and what was getting the views, what wasn't getting the views. Don't niche down too early, because you are more than just one thing. So throw it all out there, see what happens, and see what piques other people's interest. And they might even tell you, like, oh, I really like this topic. I know one of my subscribers says, I really want you to talk more about faith. I really want you to talk more about X, Y, and Z. And you start to get that feedback from the comment section. That's what you are going to focus on. Like, focus on the things that they are asking you to do as well. So that's another valuable thing. Like, once you start seeing comments and people actually like picking up on the things that you're doing, and what they want more of, like, run with it. Ah, this is one of my favorite things that I learned during my consistency period, and that is engaging with other creators. Guys, I have to tell you, it is one thing to have your friends and your family subscribe to your channel, but there is something so different about engaging with other creators. Engaging with creators is like a whole nother level. And you might think to yourself, well, I don't want to engage with other creators. Like, I want to just focus on whatever I'm doing and this and that, because I don't want them growing more than me. Like, no, like, first of all, get out of that mindset of envy. That's not of God. But when you engage with other creators, the one thing that you're going to find is support. You're going to find inspiration. And that is something that I am so grateful for. I want to shout out two of my favorite creators right now that they have been such amazing like subscribers and supporters of my content, and also like such great inspiration. For one, I'm going to shout out my girl Maria, who goes by Desbar dash the design bar. I will link her profile down. She has been such an amazing support for me. And what we found was that we were just keeping each other accountable, and we were really helping each other get through the Vlogmas days of being consistent every single day. Guys, I think that without her, I probably would not have gotten through Vlogmas, to be quite honest, because she held me accountable. She was inspiring me, and I was doing the same for her. It's give and take, guys. You can't just take, and not give. By the way, like be the kind of friend, be the kind of creator that contributes and not just sucks the life out of somebody else. That to me, if I'm going to give you any advice to stick, let it be that, because it is important to be a contributor as well as just a person who is receiving. The other person that I really want to note too, who was a surprise follower from Maria's channel, is budget friendly. Her name is Liz. I will also link her channel down below. She also produces amazing content. And recently, me and her have started speaking to each other. Like, when you're around fellow content creators and you are speaking the same language, like that forms a special connection, guys. And with that being said, like there is something about another content creator who knows the struggle that you're going through. Like every sub, and the thing about Liz was that she was very interesting. She hopped into my comments and she said, "Hey, I am a small creator." This is also a good tip. "I am a small creator looking to grow my channel. Will you support my channel?" And of course, I love to support anyone who asks me, "Hey, please support my channel," because I know what that means. As a creator, you know what that means when you need someone's support. So that was beautiful. And she also is mutually a supporter. Like she actually looks at all my videos beginning to end, and be that person too. Watch their videos from beginning to end. Comment, because you guys know already that engagement is key. So do those things. Support other creators. They will support you in return. I would say that this already like has been worth it because I found these two special ladies who are really supportive in everything that I do. And there are other supporters, don't get me wrong, and I do have other people that support me. But when I say like the consistent day to day, like content creating talk, they have been my constants. So I am more than happy to support them on this channel. After this, go over and check out their channels. They are special. Maria is going hard right now, and I am so proud of her for doing so. And Liz is just growing also by the day. Like, I am happy to be surrounded by women like this. And you should be happy to be surrounded by people who want to grow as well. It doesn't matter if they are ahead of you, it doesn't matter if they are behind you, but that mutual support, like, God sees that also. Like he sees when you are genuine for another person. Do not operate out of a space of hate or envy. Like you're not getting anywhere like that. And that is my speech for today on that. Let's move on. Now, this is a hard lesson to come by. And that is that friends and family may not be your biggest supporters. And I'm going to say it again. Friends and family may not be your biggest supporters.
Say what?
It's a harsh reality. And I'm not saying that none of them do, but for the most part, a lot of them don't. And I am grateful for the friends and family that do follow and support my channel. But the reality is that not everyone's going to be engaged in your content, and not everyone is a YouTube fan. You got to accept it. You have to move on, get over it, and just keep on posting your content, because there will be a community and a tribe that will be very appreciative of what you have to offer and will sit through the whole thing. Another lesson, and listen to this one, because I will tell you that nobody cares what you post. And like I said, you might get, the first video post a lot of views because it is your friends, it is your family, and they are all like, celebrating the fact that you just posted your first video. But for the most part, nobody outside of that really cares, which is good at the same time, because more than likely, and I'm sorry to break it to you, but more than likely your first video will blow. Like it's going to be not so great. And I remember, oh my gosh, guys. So the very first video that I tried to post on this platform last year, what no, last year was 2024. The year before that, 2023. It's just that the years are blurring because it goes too fast. So that video that I tried to post, first of all, God was not letting me make a fool of myself. And thank you for that, Lord, because it was absolutely terrible. Now that I look back at it, like I'm just like, what was I thinking? And not that the first video that I posted was terrible, but it wasn't that great either. But again, as you post, you start to like really know what feels good, what actually works, what doesn't work. So you always have to go through those growing pains. But don't be mad if your first video doesn't go viral and you put in all the blood, sweat, and tears, because it won't matter. I promise you, you'll get so much better after that. So don't worry about it. But my first post, oh my God, I never wanted to see the light of day. Not the actual one that I posted, but the one that for some reason I could not. When I tell you I could not download it, I tried through iMovie, I tried exporting it, I tried saving it here, saving it there. I wanted feedback from people. I couldn't get it to nobody. God knows why he did that. But again, first video, nobody cares. Just post it. Don't worry about it. You have to lose the fear. Lose the fear of posting and just do it. So I touched on this a little earlier, and that is done is better than perfect. And I know that because I love to try to do everything to perfection. If perfection was a person, that would be me. And not that I'm 100% ever successful at it, but I like things to be just right. And it has to be this way and this, that. Listen, during one of my Vlogmas videos, I had no time to record. I brought my little light in the car as I'm waiting for my son to come out of baseball training. And I am there recording my intro with my phone and the light, because you do what you have to do. And that was another important lesson. I did not let the fact that I wasn't home, that I wasn't in the perfect setting, that I was in my car, I just posted it. And like we say in Spanish, se fue en coche. It went. I posted it just like that. Se fue en coche. Because if you stop to try to be perfect at everything you do, especially when content creating, you're just going to slow yourself down. And I think that that was exactly what was 2023 for me. It's just like, well, if it's not like this and if it's not like that, if I don't have all the footage, if I didn't do it right, if I didn't record it right, then I am not going to post it. The year came and went. Few videos. That's all I got out, a few videos. Post the content because you're going to learn regardless. Like the first few videos, they're not going to go super viral. And if you do, then God bless you, because it's not the norm. So done is better than perfect. I am very happy that I got through all of those days posting consistently, and they are out there. There was one video that just, it did not even work for me because it was like my get ready with me video for my husband's Christmas party or Christmas dinner. My light had broke. It was dark. I hated it. I didn't even like the way my makeup came out. And I posted it anyway. It's out there. It's done. What am I going to do? I did my best. It's out there. I was consistent. I showed up for myself. And throughout it all, like I still completed the task that I said I was going to do. Here's another one. Plan ahead. Listen, you need to strategize your content. Now, through Vlogmas, it was not something that I had planned the month before, because it was literally a split-second decision where I was going to just do it and hit the ground running that exact same day. But I did try to brainstorm a few ideas ahead of time so that I know, okay, this day I'm posting this day I'm posting that. It's important to plan ahead, because what you don't want to do is just be rushed and then you're putting out poor quality. Because I would say, yes, done is better than perfect, but you also want to be as good as you can be, right? So you want to put out quality content. And the way that you can do that is by planning ahead. I'm going to help you out a little bit with that. And I'm going to put some free downloads in my description box just for you. So I'm going to put a content calendar so that you can start planning out your content. I'm your girl. I want to help you out. And if you don't know me yet, I love to help people. So allow me to help you. Just take the free stuff and plan out your content, and let's do this together, because we are all new creators. I am still a new creator. I've been in this for a year, but I've only really started picking up in the last month. And I consider myself a new content creator who is still growing and learning the lessons. But if I know a little bit more than you, I want to help you as well. All right, we are approaching to the end of all the lessons that I learned. And trust me, there were many, but I'm pointing out the ones that I could remember that are possibly the most important to me. So this one was very interesting. Editing. I hated, and I still am not so thrilled with it, but I hated editing. It has gotten better. And what I learned was, well, first of all, I thought right off the bat as a new creator, like, I need to outsource this. Somebody else has to do my videos. Well, guess what? A girl is unemployed. She can't afford to find an editor and hire him to, you know, edit these videos. So a girl's got to do it herself. But what happened was that as I was consistently posting for every single day, I learned how to edit quickly. And that's going to be another video. I think I'm going to make another video. If you're interested in that video, I will definitely make one for you, at least of the things that I learned as I'm editing my own content. But I learned how to take 3-hour footage and like condense it into 15 minutes. Unheard of, because before I probably would have like had you watching me for like a whole hour. And that ain't it, because nobody's going to be watching me for a whole hour. Maybe not yet. But I would say that being consistent taught me how to edit quickly. And before, that would take me a whole like a few days in just editing one video that possibly was 15-20 minutes. I've learned how to speed through and take out what's needed, what's not needed. I've learned what I can do without. And now I've learned how to just take all of this content, put it all together, and just get through it as quickly as possible. If you are consistent, trust me, you will get better at editing and you will get faster at it. And that is huge. You'll learn even like little tips and tricks and things of your own. Again, if that's something that interests you, I can do another video on that. I will definitely leave you with this though. The two apps that so far are working for me is CapCut. That's my main app. But then after the whole like TikTok getting banned and CapCut getting banned, I discovered InShot, and InShot is really good as well. If not, maybe a little bit better than CapCut, but the only thing is that CapCut has more features. InShot, I love the editing process in which I can like cut clips and then move them wherever I need to. So I love that feature. Better than CapCut, but CapCut does have a lot more templates and things to work with. So those are my two recommendations. Do with that what you will. Now, my final lesson, because this is probably a little bit long-winded. My final lesson, as corny as it may sound, is be yourself.
Be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself.
Be yourself. Nobody wants to watch someone who's fake. You see me the way that I am, and I'm always making jokes, and I'm loca, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that. I'm doing, like my makeup, my cooking. This is my day-to-day life. This is who I am. If you are my true friend and you actually hang out with me, you will know that I am like pretty much a goofball 99.9% of the time. That is my nature. It is my personality. It is what I like to showcase. And I feel like in my earlier videos, I was sort of myself, but not 100% myself. But I think that also comes with consistency, because at first you're kind of like uncomfortable with the camera. Like, I got these 3 dots staring at me right now, like my 3 phone camera dots. But afterwards, you start just to kind of get comfortable with it. And I feel like I'm talking to like my friend who just happens to be a pink case with 3 little cameras looking at me. But you learn to kind of loosen up and get comfortable. So being consistent will also help you with that. Like, you will learn to get comfortable in front of that camera. And the more that you do it, the more consistent you are, the better you're going to become at just loosening up and being yourself. So be yourself. Be authentically you, because nobody is going to want to watch you if they feel like you are fake, especially in this day and age. So if you really want to challenge yourself, why don't you do a 25-day challenge and see if you can do it? Or it doesn't have to be 25-day. Maybe set yourself a week challenge, a 14-day challenge. I find that the 25-day challenge, well, which was Vlogmas actually, but I found that even though I was getting low views, it didn't matter. It actually encouraged me, because for one, it's just like, okay, I could let loose. Not everybody's watching, But at the same time, the benefit was that people who wanted to watch watched, and I gained subscribers from it as well. And I think that was also part of the being consistent. Like, being consistent meant that people saw and counted on the fact that I was going to show up every single day for Vlogmas, because at that point they knew that Vlogmas I was going to post every single day. Like, you will have your loyal followers, they will come. And I just felt like they were just kind of rolling in too. Like, every single day there were more and more subscribers, and that was so exciting and encouraging. It also built up my confidence, like, oh my God, I'm doing this. I can do this. And so can you. This is not something just exclusive to people who have like mega personalities. I think that with anything in life, if you're consistent, you're going to see results. So be consistent, put in the work, the subs will come. That's all I have to offer you for now, right? So be yourself, put in the work, create that discipline. And remember that if you don't start, you're not going to know how far you get. If this was of any value to you, please give me a like, leave me a comment, because I love to engage with you. I love to support. And let me know if this is something that you would want me to do regularly, or if you want me to speak on another topic. I am more than happy to, because life is a bundle of lessons and I am just learning them as I go as well. And please don't forget to check out my two friends down in the description. I linked their channels. And please don't forget the free downloadables that I left for you as a gift from me to you on your content creating journey. Have a blessed one, everyone.